Good everyone, welcome to the NTV and you're watching NTV News at 9:30, your source for exclusive news and entertainment. This is Pranita bringing you to the top stories from India and around the world, and the time is exactly 9:30. Odisha Chief Minister Mohan Maji intervened on Saturday responding to widespread dissatisfaction among civil service aspirants. This action comes after the Odisha Public Service Commission notification for the Odisha Civil Service Examination 2025 omitted several crucial Group A services. Chief Minister Maji has ordered a swift review of vacant position. He has directed all departments to ensure that every available government post is reported to the OPC for recruitment. The state government prioritized recruitment, and Maji stated approximately 40,000 government jobs have been filled in the past 18 months. The OPSC notification released on December 31 initially announced 314 vacancies across 7 services with 104 reserved for women. Notably, it listed only 12 vacancies for the Odisha Police Service as the sole Group A service. Major cadres like the Odisha Administrative Service, Odisha Finance Service and the Odisha Revenue Service were not included, causing significant disappointment among candidates across the state. In light of this, the Chief Minister has instructed all the departments to improve coordination with recruitment agencies. A tragic accident occurred near Rupali Square in Bhubaneswar on Saturday, resulting in the death of an auto rickshaw driver. 2 other individuals sustained critical injuries in the incident. The disease identifier has not yet been confirmed. Reports indicate that the collision took place the busy interaction, causing significant damage to the auto rickshaw. Eyewitness stated that the bus was travelling at high speed when it struck the three-wheeler, ejecting passenger on the roadway. The accident has implied concern among commuters and residents regarding instances of reckless driving and traffic congestion at the city busy junction. Officials have pledged to take stringent action against those found responsible.
मान सुधा जस्ट फोकस हमारा अच्छी कि रास्ता नॉर्मल कर देवा पाए, ट्रैफिक नॉर्मल करिवा पाए. जस्ट आमे हमारा फोर्स नहीं कि एठी पहुंची छु. जस्ट किस समय पूर्व मु कहतली हमारा जो भी गाड़ी एटी अटकी की थिला, जमते जो एक्सीडेंट व्हीकल गुड़ाका थिला ताकू क्लियर करा जाउछि. तो सर्वप्रथम जनरल पब्लिक पाई रास्ता ओपन करिबारे प्रायोरिटी रही छि. या पूर्व वर्तमान बहुत अधिक जाम थिला, वर्तमान से जामटा ओपन हेछि. रास्ता 70% ओपन हो जाइछि और गोटे दुटा गाड़ी अछि ताकू साइड करा जाउछि. सेटा हेइ सारला पर रास्ता ओपन हेइ सारला पर नॉर्मल हेइ सारला पर हमारा सीसीटीवी कंट्रोल रूम में हमें सीसीटीवी देखुछु. सीसीटीवी देखिकी जना पड़िबो केमती कोन एक्सीडेंट हेछि और बाकी जो इंजर्ड पर्सन है से माने को हॉस्पिटल को पहुंचाया जाइछि, पठाया जाइछि.
The Odisha government has initiated a significant anti-corruption measure, directing the Vigilance Department to investigate 125 corruption cases. These cases were reported between April and December of 2025. Officials confirmed this on Friday, described it as one of the largest such drive recent years. This decision stemmed from a review meeting led by Chief Minister Mohan Maji. During the meeting, he reaffirmed the government firm stance against corruption, emphasizing a zero-tolerance policy. The Director of Vigilance also presented the ISO certificate ordered to the State Vigilance Academy to the Chief Minister. Sources indicate that the action demonstrates administration commitment to fostering a corruption-free Odisha. The Chief Minister's office highlighted that the state government has not previously assigned such a substantial number of cases for vigilance investigation with a similar time frame. In 2025, the Vigilance Department registered a total of 202 criminal cases, leading to the arrest of 212 government employees. Furthermore, 49 disappropriate assets cases were filed, uncovering assets valued at 120 crore rupees. The seizures include 153 building, 18.3 kg of gold, 714 plots land, 12 farmhouse deposit totaling 36.69 crore rupees and cash amounting to 8.81 crore rupees. Officials also reported that the department successfully disposed of 488 cases following investigation and secured conviction in 108 cases. Throughout this year, the Chief Minister has now urged vigilance officers to expedite ongoing investigation and ensure all the cases reach conclusive outcome. The government anticipates in this intensified vigilance effort will not only discourage corrupt practices but also enhance public confidence in the governmental operation. By integrating rigorous enforcement, necessary structural improvements, the administration intends to protect public funds and to maintain accountability across all departments. The annual Magha Mela has commenced in Prayagraj today. Thousands of devotees are gathering at the Holy Sangam to their first scare deep on occasion of Pausa Purnima. The significance of religious congregation will span 44 days, concluding on February 15, 2026 with Mahasivratri. The Mela is held at the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and the mystical Saraswati River. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath extended his greeting for the auspicious start. Heartiest congratulations and best wishes to all the devotees and residents of the state. The auspicious commencement of the Magha Mela squared post Purnima. CM Yogi posted on X. A hearty welcome and greeting to all the revered saints, religious leaders and Kalpavasi who have arrived in Tirtharaj Prayagraj to take deep faith in Holy Sangam. May Mother Ganga, Mother Yamuna and Mother Saraswati fulfill all the witness everyone. This is prayer. The Magha Mela is considered paramount spiritual event within the Sanatan tradition. A large number of saints, seers and pilgrims from across the nation have already arrived. A key feature of the Mela is Kalpavas, a month-long observance where the devotees live along the river banks, adhering to strict religious practices including daily bathing, prayer, meditation and charity. The administration anticipates over 25 lakh Kalpavas participating in this year. Early morning visuals from the Sangam showed a considerable turnout, with devotees engaging in ritualistic bathing amidst palpable religious fervor. The district administration has implemented comprehensive arrangement to ensure the smooth and conduct the Mela. This includes temporary settlements, pontoon bridges, sanitation facilities, medical camps and the assured supply of water, electricity throughout the Mela area.
वास है और यहाँ जो भी एक महीना जो माघ में होता है, सारे देवता, सारे ऋषिगण कुछ गुप्त रूप में रहते हैं, कुछ दिखावटी में रहते हैं और सारे महात्मा, सारे एक महीना इसका बड़ा बहुत महत्व है। लिखा है कि माघ मकरगत रवि जब होई आ तीर्थ पति आवे सब कोई। यहाँ जितने तीर्थ हैं सब माघ में आते हैं। यहाँ सत्संग होता है, कथा वार्ता होता है, स्नान होता है, भंडारा चलता है। इसका बहुत बड़ा महत्व है। इस बार तो दोनों योग एक में मिल रहा है, इससे बड़ा ये महाकुंभ के समान है।
सरयू माँ का पानी बड़ा अच्छा लगा, निर्मल पानी है, शीतल जल है और सरयू माँ के तट पर स्नान करने से बड़ा अच्छा प्रतीत हो रहा है। ठंड नहीं लग रही है, हवा चल रही है फिर भी ठंड नहीं लग रही है। बड़ा अच्छा मौसम है और अच्छा लग रहा है। अब आगे जाएंगे, यहाँ नागेश्वर नाथ मंदिर पे जल चढ़ाएंगे, हनुमानगढ़ी प्रसाद चढ़ाएंगे और भगवान श्री राम लला का दर्शन भी करेंगे।
हम लोगों ने माँ विंध्यवासिनी के दरबार से आए हुए हैं। यहाँ पे हम आकर के यहाँ पे 11 डुबकी लगाया है और अब यहाँ से जाएंगे, रामलला का दर्शन करेंगे, हनुमानगढ़ी पर दर्शन करेंगे, उसके बाद दान पुण्य करेंगे, इसके बाद चले जाएंगे फिर मिर्जापुर।
Let's take a break. We will be back soon.
काका,
हाँ बेटा,
ये जश्न कैसा?
आज इस गांव को 4 चांद लग गए हैं।
कैसे?
ये सब कृष्णा का कमाल है। अब हम पूरी दुनिया से जुड़ गए हैं इंटरनेट के जरिए।
सच?
वो देखो,
कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर।
बिल्कुल, डिजिटल इंडिया के तहत अब शहर के चक्कर काटे बिना रोजमर्रा के छोटे बड़े काम गांव-गांव से हो सकते हैं। ये देखो, ढेर सारी सुविधाओं के जरिए, जैसे कि बैंक अकाउंट खोलकर पैसों का लेन देन करना, ऑनलाइन रेलवे टिकट बुक कराना, आधार कार्ड या पासपोर्ट बनवाना, पैन कार्ड की अर्जी भरना, जमीन के कागजात या जन्म और मृत्यु प्रमाण पत्र बनवाना। और प्रधानमंत्री डीजी साक्षरता योजना के अंतर्गत सीएससी अधिकारी को प्रशिक्षण देकर दूसरों को पढ़ाने के लिए तैयार करते हैं। एक और खुद का सेंटर चलाने का अवसर मिला और दूसरी ओर लोगों को रोजगार।
लेकिन इस सेंटर को चलाता कौन है?
कृष्णा।
अरे भाई, ये कृष्णा कौन है?
गांव की प्रगति का श्रेय जाता है हमारी प्यारी बिटिया कृष्णा को।
डिजिटल इंडिया, पावर टू एम्पावर।
Welcome once again. Security forces have neutralized over 14 Maoist rebels in two separate encounters in Chhattisgarh. Officials confirmed today the significant anti-insurgency operation took place in Sukma and Bijapur district within the South Bastar region. A major exchange in gunfire occurred in the dense forest of the Kistaram area in Sukma district. Security personnel were conducting a throughout research operation based on intelligence when they are engaged by Maoists. The confirmation resulted in intense hours-long firefights. An official from Sukma, Bijapur stated the numerous Maoists are killed. Initial report indicate more than 14 casualties across the both districts. Police official noted that many of those killed were members of the Darwa Valley Committee cadre, a prominent Maoist group. A Nakshal commander reportedly responsible for the death of additional SP Akas of Konta was among those neutralized, marking a substantial setback for the organization. Weapons recovered from the scenes including an AK-47 and INSA rifle, along other ammunition and the explosives. Such operations are continuing in the area. The precise number of facilities and identities discussed will be confirmed once security forces return from the remote forest location. Due to ongoing sensitive nature of the anti-Nakshal operation, officials are withholding specific details including exact location of the engagement and the number of security personnel involved. A senior police official told the reporters the operation is in critical stage and remain active for the safe and personnel. We cannot disclose operational specifies at the time. Authorities have stated that the complete update including identities of the neutralized Maoists, detail of recovered weapons and the overall outcome will be released only after the operation concludes and the area is declared secure. The insurgency has been considerable reduction due to ongoing counter operations, surrender and the development efforts. The number of affected districts had fewer than 20, primarily in Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. Pousa Purnima in 2026 when concurrent with the year first supermoon, a celestial event scheduled for today. The first full moon of the Hindi lunar calendar was also known as the world supermoon. The luminous world supermoon is anticipated to grace the night sky, appearing notably larger, brighter and standard full moon. It will rise the constellation Gemini opposite the sun. This marked the first full moon of 2026 and initial in a sequence of this supermoon expected this year. The supermoon occurs while a full moon aligned with Perigee, the closest point of moon elliptical orbit to Earth. The moon distance from Earth fluctuates between approximately 356,000 and 406,000 kilometers, causing variation in its apparent signs brightness throughout the year. On January 3rd, the moon will be approximately 362,000 kilometers from Earth. At this close distance, it is projected to appear between 6 to 14% larger and nearly 13 to 30% brighter compared to appearance and apogee in the furthest point of Earth. January full moon is traditionally called the wolf moon, a name derived from the folk pair in northern hemisphere. This destination is linked to midwinter nights when wolves are frequently heard howling the communities. While this name carries cultural and historical weight, it is also widely used to identify first moon of the year. According to time and data, the wolf moon is expected to rise around 3:32 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Saturday. Although the moon may appear fully illuminated and the several nights around the full moon phase, its peak illumination is scheduled for the January 3rd. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has labelled Pakistan a bad neighbor, stating that the India reserves right to defend citizens from the terrorism. He emphasized that any decision regarding responses to such act will be made exclusively by New Delhi. Addressing students and India Institute of Technology Madras, Mr. Jaishankar asserted that India will not take external advice on matter of national security. The statement appeared to be reference to India military response during Operation Sindoor. India initiated Operation Sindoor last year following a terror attack in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir on April 22nd, which resulted in the death of 26 civilians. New Delhi identified the Resistance Front, a proxy of Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, as responsible for the attack. Subsequently, India forces targeted what officials describe as terrorist infrastructure located Pakistan and occupied Kashmir. Mr. Jaishankar also referenced a 1960 Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, noting a suspension after the Pahalgam attack. He commented that the cooperative arrangements, especially those based on good neighborliness, cannot persist when faced with ongoing terrorism.
Yes, I was there in Bangladesh just 2 days ago. I had gone to represent India at the funeral of the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Begum Khaleda Zia. But let me actually take your question in a somewhat broader format, not just Bangladesh, but neighborhood as a whole. Okay. We are blessed with a lot of neighbors of various kinds, and I want to answer your question in a very common sense kind of way, because at the end of the day, people make out as though diplomacy is rocket science. It's common sense in kind of polished language. Now, what do you do in common sense with a neighbor? Any neighbor. I mean, you are in a hostel, you have neighbors. If you have a neighbor who is good to you, or at least who is not harmful to you, your natural instinct is to be kind, is to help that neighbor. If the neighbor has a problem, you would like to contribute in some way. If nothing else, you'll say hello. You will try to build friendships, bonding, etc. And that's what we do as a country. So when you look around our neighborhood, wherever actually the sense of good neighborliness.
A Buddha Air Turboprop aircraft carrying 55 people veered up the runway during landing at Bharatpur Airport in eastern Nepal today. The ATR 72-500 aircraft flight number 9 in AMF was en route from Kathmandu with 51 passengers and 4 crew members. Official reported plane 6 kicked off runway shortly after the touching down, causing alarm among those aboard. All passengers and crew disembarked safely, with no injuries reported. Buddha Air has confirmed the incident. The airline has dispatched technical and relief teams of Kathmandu to the airport. Buddha Airport emphasized the safety protocols were observed and investigation is currently underway to ascertain of cause of runway excursions. Local authorities have indicated that the aircraft sustains minor damage. This incident undergoes persistent challenges with Nepal aviation sector, which frequently encounters with adverse weather and challenging terrain. The successful and uninjured evacuation on the board has been commented, highlighting the crew professionalism and swift action. Flight operation at Bharatpur Airport since resumed following a temporary suspension. Let's take a break. We will be back soon.
काका,
हाँ बेटा,
ये जश्न कैसा?
आज इस गांव को 4 चांद लग गए हैं।
कैसे?
ये सब कृष्णा का कमाल है। अब हम पूरी दुनिया से जुड़ गए हैं इंटरनेट के जरिए।
सच?
वो देखो,
कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर।
बिल्कुल, डिजिटल इंडिया के तहत अब शहर के चक्कर काटे बिना रोजमर्रा के छोटे बड़े काम गांव-गांव से हो सकते हैं। ये देखो, ढेर सारी सुविधाओं के जरिए जैसे कि बैंक अकाउंट खोलकर पैसों का लेन देन करना, ऑनलाइन रेलवे टिकट बुक कराना, आधार कार्ड या पासपोर्ट बनवाना, पैन कार्ड की अर्जी भरना, जमीन के कागजात या जन्म और मृत्यु प्रमाण पत्र बनवाना। और प्रधानमंत्री डीजी साक्षरता योजना के अंतर्गत सीएससी अधिकारी को प्रशिक्षण देकर दूसरों को पढ़ाने के लिए तैयार करते हैं। एक ओर खुद का सेंटर चलाने का अवसर मिला और दूसरी ओर लोगों को रोजगार।
लेकिन इस सेंटर को चलाता कौन है?
कृष्णा।
अरे भाई, ये कृष्णा कौन है?
गांव की प्रगति का श्रेय जाता है हमारी प्यारी बिटिया कृष्णा को।
डिजिटल इंडिया, पावर टू एम्पावर।
Welcome once again. The FBI has successfully disrupted ISIS-inspired attack plot targeting New Year Eve in North Carolina. An 18-year-old suspect, Christian Sturtevant, was arrested on December 31st, part of an investigation that had been ongoing for several months. Authorities confirmed that the plot was thwarted before could result in any harm. Sturtevant has reportedly been under FBI surveillance since January 2022, when he was still a minor. Investigators stated he had communicated with an ISIS member abroad, who allegedly directed him to carry out an attack dressed in black and armed with hammer. The FBI highlighted the arrest an example of critical need for continuous counter-terrorism effort, particularly in combating radicalization among young people. Faces federal charges, and the investigation are continuing to uncover the full scope of his alleged connection and planning.
A happy new year, although it came very close to not being such a happy new year for a lot of people this year. I'm here to announce, in partnership with the Mint Hill Police Department and the FBI, that we have foiled a terrorist attack that was planned to take place on New Year's Eve in Mint Hill, North Carolina. The defendant here is an 18-year-old named Christian Sturtevant. He has been planning this attack for about a year, but he's been planning an attack for far longer than that. He was planning this attack in support of ISIS, and we have charged him with attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization, that organization being, of course, ISIS. Now, this is still very much an active investigation. We had to act quickly here to protect the public. So we are light on details, but we'll tell you as much as we can. And Mr. Barnacle will probably tell you more than I will about those charges, but I thought I would give you an overview of what's in the federal complaint and the charges that we charged. So Mr. Sturtevant started on the internet. He started reading ISIS material, started going to ISIS websites, making TikTok videos, and eventually reached out to what he thought was a member of ISIS. In reality, it was an undercover agent with NYPD in New York.
A new war drama starring Salman Khan titled The Battle of Galwan is generating significant controversy, particularly with China media and among its audiences. The film, which displayed 2022 clash between India and China's soldier in the Galwan Valley, released first teaser in the late 2025, sparking strong reaction from across the border. China's state-run newspaper, The Global Time, has criticized the teaser, alleging that the film distorts events and exaggerates the fact of the clash. The publication claims the teaser does not reflect what it considered the accurate account of border confirmation. It further asserted that Bollywood emotionally driven narrative cannot alter the reality of the situation at the line of actual control. Chinese media has also raised question about the film's historical accuracy. Social media conflicts point to visuals, narrative choice including costumes, hairstyle and comeback scenes as appearing unrealistic and disconnected from the actual condition of the event. Some commentators have described the certain scenes as over the top, suggesting they are more suited fictional drama than a historical depiction. Chinese media reports have challenged in portrayal, labeling exaggerated and inaccurate of one-sided Indian perspective. India all-rounder Hardik Pandya achieved a significant milestone on Saturday, scoring his maiden century in List A cricket. He reached the three-figure mark in Vijay Hazare Trophy match for Baroda against Vidarbha at Niranjan Saha Stadium. Pandey inning was particularly noteworthy for explosive finish, including hitting 5-6 in single over. He came to the crease when Baroda was in difficult positions, struggling at 71 for 5 after 20 overs. Initially, Pandey adopted a Cousins approach, building partnership and reaching his half century in 44 balls. He then dramatically accelerated, taking just 24 more delivers to complete the century in the 39th over. Pandey amassed 34 runs, hitting the 5-6 and 1-4-6 balls to reach his 100 in a remarkable 68 balls. He was eventually dismissed after scoring 133 runs from 92 balls. A knockdown featured 11 sixes and 8 fours. Pandey's brilliant inning helped Baroda post a total of 293 runs in their 50 overs. Other Baroda batsmen found it challenging to score against Vidarbha bowling, with non-surpassing 30 runs. Dense fog has descended upon capital once again, prompting the traffic control room to issue an advisory of monitors and computers. Visibility has dropped significantly across the city. Authorities are urging drivers to switch on their headlights and exercise extreme caution to the road. The reduced visibility causing slowdown in vehicular movement, leading to traffic congestion in several areas. Public transport services also experiencing delay as buses, auto rickshaw navigate through the fog. Officials report that the visibility in some part of Bhubaneswar has fallen to dangerously low levels, creating hazardous driving conditions. The advisory stressed the importance of using headlights and fog light to enhance visibility and minimize accident risk. The Indian Meteorological Department forecasts that this foggy condition will likely continue for the next 2 days, especially during the early morning hour. Residents advised to plan their travel accordingly and avoid unnecessary journey during the peak fog times. Authorities are also requesting citizens to maintain safe distance between vehicles and strictly adhere to traffic regulation. As the cold wave intensifies, the combination of low temperature and dense fog is expected to continue disrupting daily life and transport services in the capital. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.